Facing Chase Dawson to lead things off, a 28-year-old. Born in Indiana, and he takes a little bit off the plate. We are underway. Ball and 2 strikes. Swing, and it gets away. Austin Wells trying to track it down and won't be able to. So call that one a strikeout and a wild pitch. And Dawson is aboard. Nicaragua's best hitter in the 2023 WBC. Starts 2026 off with a knock right back up the middle. And it doesn't take Nicaragua long to get something going in this first inning, capitalizing on a mistake.
Yeah, first pitch swinging right there. Usually that's what you're going to get when you're facing an ace. A lot of early swings and early counts. Sanchez right here just wants to get ahead, right? Fastball right down the middle. Mano a mano, my stuff is better than yours, trying to get a ground ball. Alegría is ready and pumped.
Oh-2. Just flips that one into center field. Puts the ball in play all right. Into center and a run home. An RBI single and Nicaragua on the board and fired up early on.
Well, you're in a dogfight. You punch first. Ask questions later. Here he gets a nice slider down and away. Just stays through it. His hand-eye elite ball skill is incredible. We know he's not going to strike out. There we go.
You know, it's interesting. We talked to Dusty Baker before the game and talked about his career path as a manager. 3-0. And that one is outside. So Nicaragua has the bases loaded and nobody out. So perhaps and had conversations, but to know where he wants to go in certain spots. Did he go around? They checked down at first, and the crew chief Lance Barksdale says he went. So a big strikeout. Second of the inning, but because of the wild pitch, the first out of this frame.
That's a backdoor slider right there, aiming it at the back foot.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and he goes to the slider down and in to get another big strikeout.
And that's what he's going to with 2 strikes. He did it to Mendoza. He's doing it now to Trujillo. He wanted a backdoor into that back foot slider. Doesn't quite get it there, but still gets that swing and miss. We talked about it, Paul. A guy with power like that, you can't have some swing and miss stuff.
Loaded because of a strikeout and wild pitch. 3 strikeouts already for Sanchez, who deals the 1-2. And he strikes him out. 4 Ks in the inning. Padres, 27 years old, his first World Baseball Classic. Those the numbers last year in San Diego. Lines 1 to left, down for a base hit. And a leadoff base runner for the DR as well. There figures to be some traffic as the night rolls along here for the Dominican Republic because Marte, fair ball down the right field line. Tatis on his way to third. How far will he go? It gets stuck in the corner, and Tatis will score easily. Ketel Marte ties it up.
That's electric in Miami. Well, it's electric as well in Nisao, Dominican Republic. That's where Marte is from. Gets that sinker, was all over it. You see Fernando, he knows that's going to be down the line. The wheels are turning. We know he's got the speed, easily scoring.
To second base. Alegría makes the play. And moving up is Marte. 1 down, that'll bring up Vlad Guerrero Jr., who's sure to get a loud ovation from the crowd. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. They play the infield back and may have cost him a run, but they'll get the out. albeit on a nice pick over there at first base by Trujillo. The low throw from Zamora at shortstop, and a couple of productive ground ball outs plate a run for the Dominican. It's 2-1. Some guys just know how to drive in runs. This one to third off the glove of Vientos and trickles into shallow left field. Manny will stop at first base.
Top spinner right there by Machado. Once it picks up with that spin on the dirt, it's going to speed up on you.
There is Junior Caminero, and Vientos will get another crack at it at third. Throws across his body. Nice play defensively there by Vientos. Dominican gets a couple runs, 2-1. Able to navigate that first inning, just the one run. They get two back and have a lead. This one looped out toward left field. A base hit for Sandoval.
That's another changeup right there. Sandoval just puts enough on it.
But early traffic in this inning as well as Freddie Zamora sends one toward the corner in left. That's going to get down and rattle around a bit. Green light around third. No relay throw home. We're tied. Punch and counterpunch for Nicaragua.
Talked about Zamora, takes a fastball, top of the zone right there. University of Miami's finest shortstop they've had out of Managua, Nicaragua. Gets this Nicaragua once again on the tie mark.
Slap through the left side, a base hit. Holding at third, although a bobble in left field. Now here comes the green light, and here comes another run. Soto bobbled in and left, and Zamora, who stopped. Then Gary Pettis changed his mind, and they've got a 3-2 lead.
It's a little slider right there. Doesn't get it done with the butt. You see the bobble there by Soto. Great call by Pettis, the third base coach. He saw it all the way.
And there is another hit, and staying up the middle as well. A lot of action up there. 2 on and 1 out. Couple of hits for Munguia.
Couple hits, RBI, left on left against one of the best. Two-seamer at the hand, stays through it. Oh, what a swing. That could be the knockout blow for Sanchez. Vientos knows all of Brazoban.
Swings over the top of that changeup, picks up the strikeout. Well, that is 5 strikeouts. All the outs have been strikeouts.
And I think Albert Pujols, being the manager for the Dominican team, made the right call in going to go get a guy like Brazoban, who's got a great changeup. You look at Sanchez, he got strikeouts with the changeup and the slider. Brazoban has one of the best changeups in all of baseball.
That one to second, throwing across the body. And there's the ground out. There's a line out in there too, not all strikeouts, but 2 more runs for Nicaragua. Strike 3. Into an elevated sinker. A little two-seam movement there, and a strikeout for Medrano.
That's that two-seamer, and that's his go-to pitch. Medrano loves his two-seamer. We saw it in that South Africa qualifier with Nicaragua. He threw about 62 sinkers out.
Put the emphasis on building team more than all-star team. And Medrano with back-to-back strikeouts in this second inning.
Slow you down, speed you up, slow you down once again for the strikeout. I mean, this is what he's done right now. And as this game goes on, we'll take a look at this changeup here. Well executed, knee high. Ball side of the table.
Mentioned that off the close pitch a moment ago. 3-2. Just a little bit low, and a good eye for Perdomo to keep the inning alive. Flip the lineup card over for Fernando Tatis Jr.
But in its first 2 exhibition games they played in Santo Domingo, they had Julio Rodriguez hitting 9th. Today, they're going to go with Perdomo. Why? You flip the order and you've got speed.
2 balls and 1 strike. Perdomo goes. Throw down to second. Gets into center field. Perdomo up on his way to third. Here comes the throw. A little bit late. So Perdomo and the Dominican put a little pressure on Novoa and the defense and create a little something here with 2 outs.
It was a matter of time, Paul. You have to use the wheels when you have him there. Huge lead, huge jump. I love once he goes head first, his head pops right up to understand where that ball's at.
A little bit high. And after back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning, back-to-back walks to keep the line moving. 45th pitch of the night is a swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts in the inning, strands a couple of runners, and protects the 3-2 lead. Payoff pitch to Soto. Out towards center, down for a base hit. In front of Munguia, the leadoff man is aboard for the Dominican Republic.
Well, took him to that 3-2 count. Got a little hanging curveball. Soto just stays through it. Top of the zone. Gets that foot down early, stays connected. Love the 2-hand finish. And I think if you're Nicaragua, you're just happy for a base hit.
90 feet.
90 feet, that's right.
For the Dodgers went back to back. In the air, shallow right. Sandoval long run, able to close in and make the play. That ball was up in the air for a long time. Gave Sandoval a chance to close for the first down.
Yeah, he got away with that right there, but you're looking at Sandoval coming in strong. That play is all his. Up the middle, they're playing 2 depth, trying to play that double play.
The Dominican down a run in their opener here in the last of the 3rd. Machado loops it to left, sinking, and a diving play by Dawson in left. And he takes a big risk. If that gets down, it's a track meet. Instead, he makes a terrific defensive play.
Yeah, just a hanging slider, a little bit off the end of the bat. Dawson's playing extremely back. And a really good play right there, diving head first. Getting up quickly so Soto doesn't advance.
Ground ball, sneaks through a base hit. Soto will stop at second base. Now, I'm glad he got that base hit because he hit twice with 2 outs. It's hard to get into it, but he's one of those guys that doesn't get maybe enough credit on this team.
Oh, I'll tell you what, the clubhouse is booming with Caminero and the fans that he's created with his teammates. They love everything about this guy. They think he's going to be extremely special. 40+ home runs. We're going to see that for a long time. One of the quickest bat speeds in all of baseball. When you have bat to ball skill with high exit velo, that's usually what you get, those ground balls that just get through.
But 45 home runs, second most in baseball history by a player in their age 21 season. 65. You can't finish the batter, but let it all out there. That's a base hit up the middle for Julio Rodriguez. Throw goes to third, in there safely. Caminero. Soto scores in front of him, and it's a 3-3 game.
talked earlier on, right? The three guys in the outfield with Soto, Tatis, the guy we talked about as well, Julio Rodriguez. Little hanging cutter, hanging slider, doesn't try to do too much. Stays through it. Brings in his right-hand man, Juan Soto.
Excellent Winter League season for Bermudez, and now they've got the runner picked off. Julio Rodriguez is out, going to second base. So Dominican runs themselves out of the inning, trying to be aggressive, but they do tie things up on the Rodriguez RBI single. Three and two. And that one down the line and fair toward the corner. That'll be extra bases for Machado as he cruises into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, he's trying to sneak that fastball inner third. We've seen Manny do this for a long time. Look how he gets his hands in. Snap of that barrel. Tight, connected with the backside. As soon as that ball's hit, he knows there's a stand-up double. Here we go. Dominican wanted life. They get life. Men on second now for a big inning.
Trying to break a 3-3 tie in the sixth as the crowd gets into it here at Lone Depot Park. They're going to get into it in a big way. Gone, a home run. Junior Caminero, a laser beam to center.
To it. That swing had levels to it. Takes that hanging slider, stays through it. We've seen that one-hand finish, one of the fastest bats in all of baseball. That ball had levels to it. Third, fourth gears. How excited is he?
Was in the home run derby last year, falling to Cal Raleigh in the finals, but he had his own home run derby all summer long. Signed by the Braves as an international free agent in 2013. Perdomo pops this one up toward first. Trujillo drifting back toward fair territory makes the play. But Caminero with a line drive bullet and a trip around the bases he'll never forget. A 5-3 lead. Tatis draws the walk. And a hit by pitch. We'll ask the third base umpire if there was a swing. I think.
Got him right on the left elbow. Yep. Ouch.
And here's Soto. Base hit, right field. Playing it safe, Tatis held up, so he'll move up 90 feet, and they will be loaded for Vlad Guerrero Jr.
It's a little hanging changeup right there. Stays through it. Good hitters just feel like they have a long path through the baseball and the zone. Tatis right there playing it very smart. One of the things I always learned was, hey, you don't freeze on a line drive, you go back on a line drive.
Bases loaded for Vlad Guerrero Jr. Out toward left. Room for Dawson, deep enough to score a run. And Tatis Jr. is in on the sacrifice fly. Again, just a knack for driving in runs.
That's why you drive in 100 pretty much every year. Understands the game, is able to slow it down in moments like this. Against that sinker. Not a hard throwing guy from Burton.
He may have just missed it, but mission accomplished. This down the line and foul off the bat of Manny Machado.
I think Vladdy is excited. Another productive run. Yeah, he loves it.
But that is ball 4, and it loads the bases for Junior Caminero, who gave the Dominican Republic the lead his last time and gave this ballpark even more life.
Yeah, took that little baby cutter. One of the fastest swings in baseball. That ball had gears. It looked like a line drive in the gap. Boy, he got it started. A moment he's been waiting for all his life.
2-2. Ground ball up the middle. To the bag for 1, on to first, and Trujillo digs it out. Really slick defense there by Nicaragua. Limits the damage, 1 run home. And Dusty Baker's crew still with some life, but work to do here in Miami. In the 8th inning of a 6-3 game. Ground ball, Machado, backhand. Few make that play look as easy as that. Been doing it for over a decade.
Well, you tell me about it. I got to play long toss with him every offseason. This is what he does. A little flick of the wrist. Vladdy just loves it. We've seen him do it for a long time. Former shortstop, now a third baseman.
Machado, not again. Not again. Oh, not again. Oh, man.
He's been doing it for a long time. You think the first one was a good one? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Stop hitting it to him. Picture perfect. Fans are loving it. Everybody's loving it. You can talk about third base. You can talk about shortstop. You can talk about first base. There's so many great infielders for the Dominican squad.
We're doing this again. This much more routine for Machado. He makes the play, and he makes a lot of people happy in that half inning. Terrific defense for Machado. A lead for the Dominican Republic. A great display of defense. Lifted out toward left, hit deep, carrying out there and gone. A home run for Julio Rodriguez. Lineup. It's now 7-3.
He's put on a display. All three outfielders have put on a display. We talked about them. Hanging slider all over it. Already had a hit in his game. Big RBI. And oh my goodness. Number 44 has joined the party.
The offense has come to life late here for the Dominican Republic. Perdomo has to move his feet. That one to the backstop. It'll be a one-out walk. Softly hit, looped into center field, a base hit. Perdomo on his way to third. Throw is a little bit late. And moving to second is Tatis.
Boy, this was so well done. It's a little hanging slider, stays through it. But I think the play here is a secondary by Perdomo. He sees it. The play is right in front of him. Hits the bag perfectly. Head first slide, and Tatis gets that extra base.
That's something. This is something too. That is long gone into the second deck. A three-run shot off the bench.
Dominican Republic, O'Neal Cruz, welcome to the party. Talk about extension and elevation. Are you not entertained?
Oh, wow. 27 years old, his WBC debut, and in his first at bat, a three-run homer. Juan Soto draws the walk.
I mean, just take a look at this swing and how loud. Oh, man. Lean on me.
You know what? He didn't even admire it. He just looked at the dugout.
I mean, the best look is from that third base dugout.
Now this one ripped down the line. Fair ball to the corner. Vladdy with extra bases. Green light around third. And Junior Lake, the pinch runner, scores. Tack on another. And another RBI for Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Well, you keep having quality at bats throughout the game. The baseball gods will eventually reward you. Drove in two, doing the right things. Gets a little two-seamer on the hands. Doesn't try to do too much.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Machado, and he takes outside. Turned 39 in April. That one to first. Nice play over there by Trujillo. And again, the score probably not in their favor, but got to be impressed with that defense two away here in the 8th. Julio with a big home run in this one. And now floats it toward left center. Down for a base hit. Another RBI. Santana on his way to third. It's a 15-run spread. And after 7, if you're up or down by 10, the game is over. And Austin Wells down the right field line into the glove and into foul territory and into the 9th inning. But a 6th spot opens it up. Power all over the place for the Dominican Republic. Ground ball through the left side and a base hit.
You pick and choose.
Left side off the glove of Perdomo. Back-to-back hits. Downs on his way to third. But the bases are loaded, so Dusty's bunch not going quietly. Called strike 3, clipped the inside part of the plate. First out of the inning.
Yeah, I think that would be it though for Soto. 24 pitches in this outing. No, with the off day. Yep. 50 strikeouts though in 42 innings. He's got life.
Line to first. That'll be a double play, and that will be an opening win for the Dominican Republic. 12-2 the final score. You again had the feeling that they might put up double digits and hit some home runs. You thought maybe they were going to start it that way and then carry it the rest of the night. It took them a while to click offensively, but they and Venezuela opening with wins, and those two teams will face off in the pool play finale.